Hello everyone, Crow here, and yesterday was Christmas, and we wound up getting, me and my wife wound up getting a whole bunch of Christmas presents, and I'm going to show them off here in this video, but I'm not going to show off everything. I'm just going to show off some, basically some video game related stuff, and trust me, most of it was video game related stuff, except the very first thing I'm going to show off. First couple of things won't really have anything to do with video games, but the first thing I want to show off is this, Tron Calendar. My mom got me. Now one of the reasons I'm showing this off is that at one of the Christmas parties I was at yesterday, I was talking to my cousin about it, and he was like, "Oh, you gonna go see Tron Legacy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I want to see that." And I said, "Oh yeah, well, did you see the original?" And he's like, "No," and he wasn't even aware there was an original Tron. And I think that might be a problem because the original Tron is, you have to almost see that movie to see Tron Legacy. And if there's people going out there and seeing Tron Legacy without seeing Tron, I think that's going to lead to a whole bunch of confusion. But yeah, the Tron Legacy calendar, it's pretty cool. It's got kind of this foil effect on the front. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that throughout the rest of the calendar. But yeah, pretty cool images. So I'll be using that through 2011. Let's see here. We still got, oh yeah, from my wife's mom, Pac-Man air fresheners. They smell like strawberry. I'll probably be hanging this one up in my car. The other one I'll hang up at work. So it should be pretty interesting. From my wife's sister, got the DC Vault, and it's kind of like the history of DC, with a whole bunch of I wouldn't say memorabilia, but a whole bunch of stuff. You could take out replicas of old stuff, like maybe some comics or some artwork or something like that. She got me this because last year she got me the Marvel Vault, and I thought it was awesome. And I was like, oh, there's a DC Vault too. And I remember last year she didn't know whether or not to give me the DC or the Marvel Vault. And this year she just got me the other one. It's a good thing I never really got around to going out and buying this, because I may have done that if I really thought about it. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, where can I go to next? Oh yeah, got a whole bunch of t-shirts. I'm actually wearing one of them right now. This is a Legend of Zelda, what is it? Twilight Princess t-shirt. Yeah, I like this one the most out of the bunch, which is why I'm wearing it today. I got this, It's Me Mario t-shirt. That one was from my mom, I believe. There was some sleep pants that went with it. Actually, I don't have those nearby me. Let's see here. We got a... Let's see, this is a pretty cool Donkey Kong t-shirt. Pretty awesome. Probably I can actually wear this to work, because I usually wear another shirt over this, and if there's black up there, then I can cover up the shirt. Folded my shirts during the video. And also, I think my wife actually got one of these t-shirts too. Nintendo with the NES, old school NES controller in there. So that's a pretty cool shirt too. Again, black up here. I can wear it to work. This next thing, I honestly don't think this was a Christmas present, but my sister had gave it to us. This is Mario All-Stars 24th Anniversary. Now, we do actually have another copy of this, but this one I'm gonna keep sealed. Yeah, I think it was actually one of my latest pickup videos where I had shown that. See, so show off some stuff. My wife actually got this game for my wife. She said she wanted it. Goldeneye 007 with the golden classic controller. Honestly, I've never played the original Goldeneye, and it was probably because at the time, then I had gotten rid of my Nintendo 64 before that game even came out. And first-person shooters, for me at the time, was strictly a computer PC type of thing, because it was really impossible to control first-person shooter without a mouse and a keyboard, for me at the time. I'm starting to get used to it. I played Modern Warfare 2 a little bit on the 360. Not too bad, but still not as great as mouse and the keyboard. Yeah, that's a whole other discussion, though. She wanted this game, and the price is still on it because she actually knew how much I bought it and then gave it to her mom to give to her. This is 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I think she's really gonna like this. It's a some kind of puzzle mystery type game. So looked interesting, and I believe there's somebody on the All Gen Gamers podcast that kept bringing this game up, and it's what made it stick in my head. And I can't remember who it was. Might have been Pete Dorr, but I'm not sure. Here's another game we saw, and she really wanted Mario versus Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. Haven't really played these games. Look really interesting. I might have to get my hands on the first one and try it out. I believe that was on Game Boy Advance. And Sonic Colors, which I've been hearing is the first really, really good Sonic game to come out in a really, really long time. Getting really good reviews, which is kind of rare for Sonic games these days, but yeah. Let's see, what else? She had wanted this, and her sister had got it for her. It's a You Draw game tablet. So yeah, it comes with You Draw Studio inside. It's kind of like a Mario Paint for the Wii, sort of, but with a tablet. And you can see like the image of that there. Looked really cool to her. So she brought it up in GameStop and said, the flap opens up. You can see I'm not going to pull it out of the box, even though I think it's been pulled out already. But yeah, interesting device. What's even more interesting is that there are games made specifically for it. And this was one of them we definitely had to get. Pictionary, which would be, I think, is awesome with this U-Draw thing. It's U-Draw compatible. It says U-Draw right there at the top. It says it requires U-Draw. So, I mean, with all these, PS3 games requiring the Move, and all these Xbox 360 games requiring the Kinect, this one kind of flew under the radar of everybody, I think. The tablet by THQ, and these games that require the U-Draw. But yeah, this Pictionary thing looks like tons of fun. Kind of like probably the best video game version of Pictionary you could find. Seeing as how you have something to actually draw on it with. And here's another one we really don't know too much about it. Dude's Big Adventure. Her sister, got her the Pictionary, and Dude's Big Adventure. Really don't know anything about this, actually. We saw it at Toys R Us, but it was like behind the glass case, so you couldn't even like pull out the game to read what it was about. And when I tried to look up on YouTube for videos of it, there was nothing. So, let me put these over here. Now, here's something that literally 2 days before Christmas, she said she wanted. Now, for weeks, it was, I don't know if I want it. I don't want it. I don't think I want it. And then 2 days before Christmas, we should go out and get it. So, and that is the Xbox 360 Kinect. Now, she actually was going to go out and buy it, but ran into problems, which I won't get into, at a Toys R Us near us. So I went to a Toys R Us near work. Well, not even close to where I work. It was on my way home from work, and got to Kinect. And this was, at Toys R Us. And the problem stemmed from the fact that they were having a sale for 2 days where you get a free Kinect game with it from a limited number. Well, one of the games was like Brunswick Bowling or something. Problem is, that game isn't released yet. Also, the Toys R Us she went to, I guess I'm getting into the details, didn't have any of the free game that they were giving away with the Kinect. So, when I went to the other Toys R Us, you wound up getting this Zumba Fitness for free. This was the only, out of the list, this was the only free game they had. And honestly, it wasn't even in the ad. I think they threw this in there because that Brunswick Bowling game wasn't available and they made a mistake, so they threw this one in there. They only had a couple copies of these, but luckily I got her the Kinect and this Zumba Fitness Party. And in turn, she knew that I'd gotten to Kinect, and I was like, yeah, don't give me any money. I'll give it to you for Christmas. In turn, I mentioned this game looked interesting, so she ran out and bought it and gave it to me for Christmas, and that is Game Party in Motion. It does look pretty interesting. I really didn't look up any reviews on this or anything, so I have no idea how good this is going to be. But it's like there's a Game Party on the Wii, but this is like the Game Party where you don't need to have any controllers or anything. So you've got darts, puck bowling, root beer tapper, table hockey, quarterback in motion, bocce ball, horse throw hysterica, pink cup, and more. It says 16 classic arcade games on there. I wonder how well this is actually going to work, because I don't know, the whole Kinect thing is not, I'm not too excited about it, but I'm interested to see how well it works. The rest of these are my presents. I will see, all these are, I'll do the one that is not from my wife. This one is actually from my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, if you will. Splatterhouse on the PS3. I've been hearing, what's funny is this game didn't get too good reviews, but everybody that plays this game says it's a good game, and that is also the case for the Fist of the North Star game, and I do want to kind of collect every Splatterhouse game at one point, so I asked for this Splatterhouse, and it looks really interesting to me, and I'll probably pick this up sometime soon. So these other ones are all from my wife. The God of War collection for the PS3. Now, the reason I wanted this is because I am interested in God of War, and I've only played a little bit of the first game on the PS2, and I don't actually own it. I just played it, so I was like, you know what? Why not try the high definition version of it? Play it as the best version I can, and yeah, for PS3, that should be interesting. Oh yeah, and then this one came out for the Wii, and then that came out for the PS3 and Xbox 360, NBA Jam. Now, the reason I kind of wanted it for Xbox 360 or PS3 is just because the better resolution, basically. You got the HDMI with the PS3 that you don't have with the Wii, and almost everything on the Wii looks washed out anyway. So, given the chance between Wii and Xbox 360 or PS3, you're always going to want to go with the Xbox 360 or the PS3. And so, I've specifically waited for this to come out on the PS3 to get it. Another good one, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which I've heard is bringing the series back to the old days where I used to like it. So, this should be very, very entertaining. And finally, it's a game. This is it. Finally, there's one more thing after this. That one of my friends was raving about Castlevania, Lords of Shadow on the PS3. He's like, you gotta get this game. You gotta get this game. Well, it's like, you know what? I brought this up. She bought it. I didn't know she bought it, and when I opened it, I could tell from like the back of the cover. I had like this much covered. I'm like, oh, you got me the Castlevania games. So yes, tons of games. I don't even know when I'm going to find time to play all these. I'm definitely have to play this. This is the last one. Definitely I have to find time to play this one soon. And that is DJ Hero 2 on the Xbox 360. So, yeah, I've been kind of waiting for it to go down in price because I didn't want to pay full price right now. I wanted another turntable, so the bundle. And it was quite a funny story about this. I got an email saying that the price had went down and on DJ Hero 2. And I was in the car and I was like, well, it was funny because my wife and her mom went out shopping, and then they wrapped the present and they're like, aha, we got a present. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know what it is. And then me and my wife were driving around later that day. I got an email that said, oh, the price of DJ Hero 2 dropped for a limited time. And I was like, I said that, and the first thing my wife looks at me and goes, don't buy it. And I was like, don't buy it. And then later that night, I figured it out. I was like, I know what's in that box. It's DJ Hero 2. She kept telling me, no, it's not. No, it's not. And then I kept saying, no, that's got to be what it is. And when I opened it up, as I see, I told you, it's pretty funny. But yeah, that's not, this is pretty much everything game related, everything that might be interesting, remotely interesting on this in this video. So with that, I've got already up to 15 minutes. A good thing I got no time limit. This will be the first video with no time limit for me. So if you've made it all the way through this, I usually don't try to make them this long. It takes forever to upload too. But if you made it all the way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. And if not, then Happy New Year. See you next year. Bye.
Oh, I ate too much. I am a full moon.